social media is one of the biggest reasons why relationships don't work these days. Because what happens? You get into an argument and your next option is always just to scroll away. You can scroll through social media and see somebody that look nice, and you're like, wow, let me talk to this person. Let me DM this person. And people are having whole affairs on social media, and the person that they're with never know, because it's just always there. That temptation is just always there. Or if you get into an argument, you post whatever you have an argument about on Facebook, and next thing you know, an ex sees it or somebody see it, and that's their cue to talk to you, and it just start a whole bunch of problems. Back then, they were actually communicating. That's why relationships were lasting so much longer back then. That's why older folks are together to this day. But this generation is so screwed.
Relationships you see on social media are fake. I've been trying to figure out a way to say this, but this is why you need to stop comparing yourself to people online. It's just not real. Social media is only a highlight reel. People are only going to show you the best moments, the lessons that they've already learned.
Only the things that they want you to see.
Don't get me wrong, it's good to take inspo from it. There are healthy ways to consume relationship content on social media, but there are also toxic ways that are not good for you.
Like comparing yourself and thinking that your life should be perfect 24/7.
Our relationship is not good all the time. That's okay. That's how we learn and how we grow. And honestly, that's how we fall more in love with each other.
I agree.
It's not healthy for people to air their dirty laundry on social media or to the public, or to anybody for that matter. But it's healthy and helpful to document the good moments and the happy moments that you have in your relationship. It's really nice to look back on those moments, especially when you're going through something a little bit hard. So all in all, posting your highlight reel on social media can be a good thing. That's only if you consume it the right way. You really just want to make sure that you're getting the right kind of inspiration when you watch our type of videos or other type of relationship content. Random thoughts that we have.
One thing I've learned is that relationships and social media don't mix. I've seen social media mess up so many relationships that I decided a long time ago that whoever I was with it's not going to be a public relationship. My life is public. People can see what I'm doing every day. I want something that's for me, and you got so many girls out there who they're just clout chasers. They want to say, they look at me, look at these pictures, we went here, we went there. I don't need that in my life. I've got enough clout, I've got enough attention on me, so I keep my private life private. So much so that I've actually seen comments online saying that I'm gay. This guy's never in pictures with girls, he's got no girls on his Instagram, I think he's gay. I've seen that like multiple times, and it just, I laugh my ass off whenever I see that. But I just don't believe in mixing the two. I don't see any positives from it. If they see people happy, most people, that's great. But there's a large percentage of people that if they're seeing something happy, they want to try and make it unhappy. That's what is, as crazy as that sounds, that's what some people do, So I'm not going to let anybody take shots at or try and muddy my relationship, because I've seen it happen before. It will, and it happens all the time. I believe a private life should be private, and that's how I've chosen to keep my relationship.
The scariest part about having social media while in a relationship, from my perspective, is the ease with which it facilitates cheating and how it amplifies the ease of moving on from a relationship. As an example, I have a few girl best friends, and they share a lot with me. And one of the things that they share is the ridiculous amount of hearts they get on their Instagram stories from guys who are in fully committed relationships, some that are even engaged, and some that are even married. Like, how wild is that? I'm sure that it happens the other way around too, but the thought of someone with a significant other liking a story without hesitation is an insanely wild concept to me. With just a few clicks, anyone can slip into the DMs of someone new, sparking conversations, and what starts as a harmless or innocent chat can quickly escalate into an emotional or even physical affair. It's crazy because social media puts all these profiles right at our fingertips, making it way too easy to connect with someone that you wouldn't have met otherwise. Honestly, it's like a double-edged sword, right? Like, it can expand your social circle, but also tempt you to stray without much effort at all. And then there's the whole moving on thing, and it's wild how fast you can bounce back on social media after a breakup, and it's almost like grieving doesn't even exist. Like, you're supposed to grieve after a breakup, and it's supposed to take a long time to get over them. Like, back in the day, you'd have to physically avoid places to not bump into your ex, but now you just unfollow them. And once you do, social media floods your feed with updates that signal your newfound single status, and it's crazy. Like, I know people that hop on Hinge right after a breakup, which again is nuts to me. Social media makes it so easy to fill a void with new distractions or even even new people, making the process of moving on look like a breeze. It's not supposed to be a breeze, and it's not supposed to be easy either. It's this weird paradox, you know, social media is supposed to keep us connected and make our relationship stronger, but at the same time, it's got this dark side where it can actually do the opposite. Seeing everyone's highlight reel all the time can make you feel like you're missing out or that your relationship isn't perfect. Breeds this the grass is greener mentality that can lead you to emotionally cheat or chase after an ideal that doesn't even exist outside your phone screen. So yeah, navigating relationships with social media in the mix is just tricky. Like, it's more important than ever to really trust each other and keep those lines of communication open. By the way, I'm single, but we've got to be aware of how we're using these platforms, making sure that they're not messing with our heads.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe. In today's video, I want to talk about something I believe has been silent or maybe not so silent, affecting modern relationship. Social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, these platforms are supposed to bring us together, but in many ways, they've been tearing relationships apart. So we're going to dive in why social media could be destroying your relationship, even if you don't realize it yet. So first of all, let's talk about comparisons culture. We have all seen those perfect couples on Instagram, traveling to exotic places, looking all loved up in a perfect pose photos. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your relationship to these snapshot shots. But remember, it's exactly that, a snapshot. Social media often shows the highlights, the best of, but it's not the full picture. What you don't see are the arguments, insecurities, or the challenges they face behind the scenes. This can lead to unrealistic expectations in your own relationship. You might start feeling like your partner is not doing enough, or that your relationship is not as exciting as it is. It becomes this constant pressure to live up to an impossible standard, and that pressure can drive a wedge between you and your partner. So let's talk about attention and validation. Social media thrives on likes, comments, and shares. It's easy to get addicted to that quick hit of validation from strangers. But when you're in a relationship, seeking validation online can become a huge issue instead of focusing on building a real connection within your partner and yourself. You might be more interested in how many likes your photo got or how many people are sliding into your DMs. This can create jealousy and insecurities in a relationship. When one partner is consistently seeking attention or validation from others, it can make the other person feel neglected, unappreciated, or being suspicious. Okay, it chips away at trust, which is the foundation of any relationship. One of the biggest issues with social media is how it affects communication. You have so used to quick short messages that we have almost forgotten how to have deep, meaningful conversations. It's easy to misunderstand tone or intention when you are messaging someone, and that can lead to arguments or hurt feelings. Where social media creates a distractions, instead of spending quality time together, you or your partner may be scrolling through Instagram during dinner or texting friends while we're watching a movie. This constant distraction weakens the emotional bonds between you two. Okay, instead of being present and engaged with each other, you are mentally checked out, focused on the screen. Another major way social media destroys relationship is by making infidelity more accessible. Think about it. With just few taps, you can reconnect with an ex, flirt with a stranger, or engage in behaviors that might cross the line. Social media blurs the boundaries of what's considered cheating, and even emotional infidelity, okay, becomes easier. DM that start innocently turns into something more, and before you know it, trust is shattered. The constant accessibility to other people's lives means that temptations are literally at our fingertips. You might not even realize how much harm a simple message can cause until it's too late. So social media blurs the line between privacy and oversharing. You might feel pressured to share every detail of your relationship online, anniversaries, flights, or even just day-to-day updates. But your relationship is between you and your partner, not an audience. Constantly broadcasting your relationship invites outside opinions and judgment that can create unnecessary drama. So social media is destroying relationship. It can if we let it. The key is awareness, being mindful of how much you spend online, how much you interact with your partner, and where you're seeking validation. Remember, your relationship is a real life connection, not a highlight reel for the world to see. If you are finding that social media is becoming between you and your partner, it might be time to reevaluate your boundaries and refocus on what really matters for you. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I don't know what you guys think about today's video. So like, there's one time this lady came to me and started complaining, oh, I'm seeing my friends are going to Dubai, my partner is not doing this. Where did this? Like, oh, really, girl, where did you see this? Like, I saw this on TikTok, I saw this on Instagram. Or see, so people are really affected. Okay, so don't get moved by these social media reels you see. They're not real. Like, people just show you what you need to show. Most of the content creators, they can't show arguments, they can't show a lot of stuff. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.